Hello class, welcome to Arjun English School, Standard 12th, uh, Account Part 2, Chapter number 3, Company's Final Account. This is the third class for this chapter. Today I am going to start the illustration number 8 from your textbook, where we have to prepare the balance sheet but only for asset side. Okay, so before starting a sum, you have to prepare a complete format, that is balance sheet, name of the company, that is Vijay Limited, as on 31st March 2017, particulars, not number, amount. Here the format: assets, non-current assets, where fixed asset, tangible assets, intangible assets, non-current investment, long-term loans and advances, other non-current assets. Then after, under the heading of current asset, it includes the current investment, inventories, trade receivables, cash and cash equivalents, short-term loans and advances, and other current assets. So this is the format that we have to prepare first. Then after, as per the question requirement, they provided the fixed asset tangible. So fixed asset tangible that we have already prepared here. So we have to write only just an amount, 8 lakh rupees. Cash and cash equivalent, that is for under the heading of current assets, 60,000 rupees. Long term loans and advances, it is here for 34,000. Inventory, 43,000 under the heading of current assets. Other non current assets, 31,000. So other non current asset for 31,000. Non current investment amount 27,000. Current investment amount 29,000. Trade receivable for 56,000. Short term loans and advances for 40,000 rupees. Other current assets for 10,000 rupees. Fixed asset tangible for 50,000 rupees. That's it. Total 11 entries which we have written in this account. Now, next part, that is, now we have to do a total. First of all, here it is the number 1. So total of all the items covered under number 1 and gross total in the second column. Same way, number 2, current assets, total of these 2 and total is 2,38,000. Finally, grand total for second column, that is 11,80,000. That's it. This sum is over. Very simple. Next, I am going to start illustration number 9. Again, prepare a statement indicating the assets of balance sheet. So now again we have to prepare the format: balance sheet of Gujarat Limited as on 31st March 2017, particular, not number, amount. Assets, non-current assets, these are the non-current assets. Then after current assets, these are the current assets. So I have prepared the format first. Then after, remaining part is the amount. First of all, it is interest accrued. So interest accrued, that is under the heading of non other current assets for 3,000 rupees. Next, plant and machinery. Plant and machinery is a part of tangible fixed asset, 6 lakh. Cash on hand. Cash on hand is a part of cash and cash equivalent, cash on hand. Okay. Next, trademark. Trademark is a part of intangible fixed assets. So it is under the heading of intangible assets for 20,000. Debtors is a part of trade receivable, 42,000. 10% Narmada bond, 70,000. It is a non-current investment. Bond is one type of investment where if I'm investing into this type of government bond, then it is our it is a part of our investment. So it is covered under the non-current investment, and almost the bond is having a long term. So we have provided it under the non-current investment. Okay. Next one, loose tools. Loose tools is under the part of inventory, 18,000. Telephone deposit. So telephone deposit is the part of long-term loans and advances, 30,000. Units of mutual fund, and it is a short-term investment. So mutual fund, it is for short-term, means temporary. So it is a part of current investment. Total 10,000. After complete this sum, now we have to do a total of first column and put it into this total of second column, 7 lakh 20,000. Same way, total of number 2 current assets, 1 lakh 10,000, and finally gross total 8 lakh 30,000. So again, this is only and only for asset side. Now I'm going to start the full-fledged sum, that is that we have to prepare the equity and liability side as well as asset side. So here this sum balance sheet. First of all, format for equity and liability, shareholders fund, where share capital, reserves and surplus, and the non-current liabilities, three items. Then after current liabilities, four items, total of this. Next, assets. Under the non-current assets, there are four items. Under the current assets, there are six items. And finally, total of this. Now, if total of equity and liability and total of assets, if both are same, then we can say that this sum is completely right. So it depends on the all the items that we have recorded in this answer. Okay. So again, I'm starting a sum. Format is ready. We have to prepare equity and liability column as well as assets column, because as per the part 1 final accounts of partnership, where liability side total and asset side total both are same way here in part 2 company's final account, equity and liability side total and asset side total must be same. Okay, so first of all, prepare the full-fledged format for equity and liability. Okay, it is as per the schedule 3 of the companies act, and the name of the person company, that is Star Limited. Now I'm starting a format. Accrued commission. Accrued commission is a part of assets, where here amount is 20,000. So accrued commission, it is covered under other current assets. Okay, here actually they have to write like accrued commission. Okay, in examination you have to write compulsorily whatever the items that you have to write in bracket, like accrued commission and amount 20,000. Next one, land and building. Again, it is a part of assets. So under the assets, fixed asset, tangible assets, land and building which can be seen and touch. So it is a part of tangible assets for 10 lakh rupees. Equity share capital, it is a part of liability. So under the shareholders fund, share capital for 10 lakh. Next, bank balance, it is the cash and cash equivalent. So cash and cash equivalent, where the bank balance amount 45,000. Next one, general reserve. General reserve, whenever the reserve word use, it means we have to assume it is a part of reserves and surplus. Under the liability side, shareholders fund, reserve and surplus amounting to rupees 20,000. Okay. Next one, closing stock. Closing stock is a part of current assets inventory. So under the current assets inventory, closing stock is there. Next, creditors. Creditors means trade payable. It is a part of current liability. So under the trade payable, current liability, it is a trade payable for 4 lakh rupees. Debtor, opposite of creditors, where debtor is a part of current assets, means trade receivables for 2 lakh 30,000. Next one, 10% debenture. Remember, debenture is a part of liability but non-current liability, long-term borrowings, because debenture have a term period of maximum 10 years, Remember, we have already learned in chapter number 2, that is debenture. So debenture is always a part of non-current liability, and it is long-term borrowings. So under the heading of long-term borrowings, it is a there is a debenture 1,30,000. Next one, debenture redemption fund investment. The word used investment. So it is a part of asset side, where non-current investment amount rupees 30,000 for debenture redemption fund investment. Next, custom deposits. Here they have used the word deposit. Deposit means it is a part of asset side, and long-term loans and advances, where it shows a deposit side 1,25,000 for custom deposit. Next, gratuity fund 20,000. Gratuity fund is a part of non-current liability, long-term provisions. It is a part of provision, and it is a long-term provisions for 20,000 rupees. Provision for taxation. Here they have clearly provided that provision. So it is a part of provision. Short-term provision amount is to 60,000. Okay. Remember one thing. Provision for tax is a short term because tax that we have to pay regularly by year basis, and that's why it is a part of short term, less than 12 months. That's it. Okay. So finally, this sum is over. Second part is to do a total of all the first column and put it into the second column. We have to do a total whenever the first all the numbers are completed, like number 1 complete, total in second column. Number 2, from here to here, total of this, put it in second column. Number 3, from here to here, total is in second column. And finally, the gross total of equity and liability, that is 16 lakh 30,000. If total of equity and liability, that is 16 lakh 30,000, it means total of assets must be the same, that is 16 lakh 30,000. Got it? Then after, under the non-current assets, it is a fixed asset, non-current investment, long-term loans and advances, and other non-current assets. Total of these, that is 11 lakh 55. Next one, current asset, total of these 4 lakh 75. And finally, the grand total for all of these, that is 16 lakh 30,000. Remember, total of equity and liability must be the same with the total of assets, that is 16 lakh 30,000. If both are same, we can assume that this sum is completely correct. That's it. Okay. So finally, we have completed the full-fledged balance sheet for equity, liability, as well as asset side. Now, in the next class, I'm going to start one sum that is related to your adjustment. Okay. When the adjustments are given, then how we have to solve this adjustment and solve the full entire sum. Okay. So, see you in the next class. We are going to start the full-fledged sums, including adjustment. Thank you.